Alibaba has officially released Qwen 3, a groundbreaking lineup of AI models that range from lightweight versions suitable for laptops to an enormous 235 billion parameter behemoth. This diverse family of models not only showcases Alibaba's technological prowess, but also positions them as formidable competitors against leading AI giants such as OpenAI and Google. One of the most compelling aspects of Qwen 3 is its dynamic ability to switch between deep reasoning and rapid response depending on the task at hand. Furthermore, the models are open source, available for anyone to download, experiment with, and integrate into their systems. A family of models for every use case. Instead of a single monolithic model, Qwen 3 includes a full suite of AI models tailored to different needs. At the most compact end of the spectrum is a 600 million parameter version, small enough to run on a moderately powerful laptop. On the opposite end lies the 235 billion parameter giant dubbed Qwen 3235BA22B, engineered with a modular design. What sets this large model apart is its clever mechanism for managing computational load. Rather than activating the entire neural network for each query, it selects just 8 out of 128 possible expert modules to process a given task. This results in a highly efficient system that maximizes performance while minimizing resource consumption. A slightly smaller but still potent variant, the Qwen 330BA3B, activates only 3 billion parameters, making it even more accessible. If simplicity and stability are what you're after, Alibaba has also released 6 standard dense models ranging from 32 billion down to a mere 0.6 billion parameters. All these models are freely accessible under an open license and can be found on platforms such as Hugging Face, GitHub, ModelScope, and Kaggle. Easy access and deployment. Alibaba has made Qwen 3 incredibly accessible. Whether you're a developer looking to experiment or a business planning to deploy at scale, you can start using these models right away. With simple terminal commands, you can spin up instances locally or deploy via cloud services like Fireworks AI and Hyperbolic, which made the models available almost immediately after their release. Why Qwen 3 stands out: hybrid reasoning and versatility. Two defining features elevate Qwen 3 above its contemporaries: hybrid reasoning and incredible versatility. The term hybrid reasoning refers to the model's ability to switch modes in real time. By default, it operates in a deep thinking mode, tagged visibly in its output, ideal for complex tasks such as solving mathematical problems or writing code. When speed is more important than depth, users can disable thinking mode using the /no_think prompt tag, or by setting enabled_thinking =false in the chat configuration. In this streamlined state, Qwen 3 returns answers almost as quickly as GPT-3.5. The model seamlessly switches back and forth between modes based on the user's most recent instruction, preserving logical continuity even in multi-turn conversations. This functionality results from a meticulously crafted 4-stage training pipeline. It starts with cold start training on long chains of thought, followed by reinforcement learning (RL) sessions to encourage deeper reasoning. Further RRL stages embed fast answering behaviors and ensure general competence across over 20 different real-world tasks. Training methodology, scale, structure, and specialization. Alibaba doubled down on scale with Qwen 3. While Qwen 2.5 had trained on 18 trillion tokens, Qwen 3 was exposed to a staggering 36 trillion tokens in 119 languages and dialects. This wasn't just more data, it was better data. Engineers focused on high-quality sources, including document-style PDFs, and used Qwen 2.5 variants to extract, clean, and generate synthetic content in math and code domains. Training occurred in 3 stages. Stage 1 used over 30 trillion tokens with a 4K context window. Stage 2 added another 5 trillion tokens with a focus on STEM and reasoning. Finally, Stage 3 extended the context window to 32K tokens, adding long sequence data that actually utilized that length. The result? Qwen 3 models not only outperform Qwen 2.5 counterparts in STEM tasks, but do so with remarkable efficiency. MOE, mixture of experts, versions achieve similar or better results using a fraction of the parameters, making them more accessible for real-world application. For even longer contexts, Qwen 3 supports Yarn, benchmark performance, competing with the best according to Alibaba's internal benchmarking. The Qwen 3235BAA22B model edges out OpenAI's GPT-4 Mini 03 and Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro in several categories, especially in code generation and logical reasoning tests like Code Forces and the IME math test. It even holds its ground against Grok 3, which is considered the most powerful downloadable model available today. Other models in the Qwen 3 family also impress. The 32B model outperforms OpenAI's GPT-401 in live code coding tests and trails just slightly behind DeepSeek R1 on math aggregates. Even the tiny 4B dense model competes with the 72B heavyweight from the Qwen 2.5 generation, an enormous achievement for such a small footprint. Tool use and agentic abilities. Qwen 3 isn't just smart, it's also highly capable. Out-of-the-box support for the MCP Qwen agent that abstracts the complexity of API interactions. This wrapper includes a code interpreter, a fetch utility, and a time zone service, enabling developers to build intelligent agents with minimal setup. These agents stream messages with clearly marked thoughts, allowing users to filter or store internal reasoning steps for transparency and debugging. Community, competition, and open source momentum. Because Qwen 3 is open source, community involvement is already flourishing. Developers are experimenting, improving, and integrating the models into various applications. The CEO of Betan, Tuhin Shervestava, emphasized that Qwen 3 keeps the open source ecosystem competitive with closed source offerings and forces Western labs to accelerate their innovation. With Washington's increasing restrictions on chip exports, especially high-performance GPUs like the H100 and Blackwell, Alibaba's progress signals a shift in the global AI landscape. Despite these hurdles, a Chinese company has released a model that competes directly with the best from the US and made it freely available to the world. Rivalry within China and industry impact domestically, competition is just as fierce. Baidu's Ernie 4.5 Turbo recently debuted with an X1 Turbo variant aimed at fast reasoning. DeepSeek, another major player, made headlines for training a frontier model more cheaply than any Western counterpart. Qwen 2.5 Max was Alibaba's temporary answer to these developments, but Qwen 3 is its definitive statement. Alibaba describes Qwen 3 as the culmination of traditional AI functions and advanced dynamic reasoning, forming a platform that is both powerful and flexible. Hardware considerations and deployment tools. While MOE architecture helps minimize resource use, the full 22B active parameter version still requires at least 8 decent GPUs for optimal throughput. Alibaba recommends its SGLang server setup for heavy workloads. The models come with built-in support for reasoning parsers and context extensions. For those working with limited hardware, smaller versions like the 14B dense model can run on 24GB of VRAM at 8-bit. And the 4B model can operate on most gaming laptops while still answering STEM queries at a high level. Developer features and language coverage. The model's internal structure logs every reasoning step, making it easy to inspect and manipulate outputs. Alibaba even provides sample code to help developers isolate and process these thoughts post-generation. Qwen 3's language capabilities are staggering. It supports 119 languages and dialects, from global staples like English and Spanish to lesser-known tongues like Tok Pisin and Faroese. This means the model is globally relevant and accessible. Perhaps most importantly, you get precision control. Thanks to its dual-mode architecture, developers can tailor interactions to be fast and efficient or deep and analytical, a glimpse into the future. The response to Qwen 3's release was immediate. Alibaba's stock experienced a bump, and the tech world took notice. Whether Tencent or ByteDance will respond with their own open models remains to be seen, but the momentum is undeniable. Alibaba has made it clear that Qwen 3 is just the beginning. They describe it as a milestone on the path toward artificial general intelligence, AGI, and have committed to scaling up parameters, context lengths, modalities, and reinforcement learning techniques with environmental feedback. Their goal is to evolve today's models into tomorrow's fully autonomous agents. Qwen 3 isn't just another AI model release, it's a turning point. It merges scalability, adaptability, and openness in a way that reshapes what's possible with artificial intelligence. From lightweight models for laptops to a 235B parameter MOE Titan, Qwen 3 offers something for everyone. As AI accelerates and competition intensifies, tools like Qwen 3 will empower developers, startups, and enterprises to push boundaries further. If you decide to explore it, don't forget to share your experiences, especially with its tool calling features or quirky word counts like how many R's are in strawberries. And that's a wrap on today's deep dive into Alibaba's groundbreaking Qwen 3 AI models. Whether you're a developer, researcher, or just an AI enthusiast, this release changes the game, and the future is here for anyone who wants to build with it. If this video helped you save time or gave you new insights, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more high-impact tech breakdowns, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And hey, if you're looking to grow your personal brand, scale your business, or learn how to market smarter in this AI-driven world, make sure to check out Judy of Marketing. They've got the tools, strategy, and expert guidance to help you stand out in any industry. You'll find the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.